gift. Campaign sheet. A Cure Light Wounds potion would cost 25 gold pieces of components and take you 2 hours to do.
How long are our shifts?
Couple of hours. You could probably get in. What did we do with you? Was it like? I think it's 2 hours in the evening or 4 hours. I think it's 4 hours in the evening.
Yeah.
You could do 4 hours of work. You could brew 2 first level cure potions in 4 hours.
Nice. We need that kind of healing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's. I'll do that on our during my watch, but let me check my. I'm sure I have the money.
There are other potions you could make.
Right, like Bomber's Eye and True Strike.
Yep. Potions you make this way can be used by others.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hell yes. Okay. Are they the same duration? 2 hours?
Some of them it depends. Yeah.
I'll do Cure Light Wounds 25.
A True Strike would also be 25.
Yeah.
The part that depends is the caster level and whether or not the. Oh shit! True Strike is personal only.
Okay.
So
that was almost too good to be true.
It would cost 150 gold and take 8 hours to build.
I'll stick with the Cure Light Wound. I'll just do 2 of those. Well, what a Bomber's Eye. Bomber's Eye would be cool.
Let me check Bomber's Eye.
Please.
Bomber's Eye. I'm gonna freshen up this spell.
Personal, yeah, it would cost 150 and take 8 hours.
Damn. All right, I'll do two Cure Light Wounds.
Okay. I'll subtract that from the stuff that's in the hut.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like somebody already removed it.
The what?
Oh, that was Luke that did it. Okay.
What did I
So I'm
do?
gonna remove 100 gold pieces. No, 50 gold pieces.
50.
And then you add 2 Cure Light Wounds potions to your character sheet.
Yeah.
Manny watches what you're doing, but then it's like a 4-hour process, so he gets bored. He stalks around a little bit. Eventually, he does take a bath.
I was hoping somebody would get me a tub while we were here.
This is wonderful. It's warm. Oh. Hops into the massive bathtub. Malbut eventually stirs for his watch with Zephyros.
Okay, so it's our turn now.
Yep, it looks like Luudo is crafting potions.
Okay.
While he slept, while he was on watch.
I think I'm on that watch as well then.
Yep.
Yep.
Zephyros is just sitting by the table.
Malbut goes and sits beside you. He seems to be kind of sucky, given that you guys are basically his guards. Of course, it was the things you asked him to sell that got him into trouble. So, whose fault is it, anyways? Fereosae, Zephyros, what are you guys doing on your watch? Do you have any craft feats or anything that you want to look into?
No, not right now. Zephyros is still recovering and busy leveling up and making sure he's doing the right things for his gestalt. So
Zephyros spends a lot of time in his books. Malbut just sort of watches, even though he doesn't understand any of the things written in your books.
One question probably worth asking is how I can transfer some spells between my mages and my wizard, provided that I do the spell checks and I pass the skill checks and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
And then it's gonna cost some magic ink again. Okay.
Yep, it'll cost magic ink, and the DC is 15 plus spell level to learn your own spells.
Okay.
I am going to examine the shawl and the dust.
Okay, give me a
Piqued my curiosity about this.
a spellcraft check as the shawl is magical.
Okay.
The DC's 20.
Nope, 16.
Again, it's not a first level caster's item. It has abjuration on it, but you're pretty sure that for some reason it's got fireplace dust all over it.
Okay. The dust is just normal sort of fireplace ash?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's all over the blanket and all over the end of the bed, like somebody just left it there.
Yeah, after walking from beyond the fireplace, probably. Perhaps. Okay.
Okay, Vladimir watches you as he doesn't seem to mind you just sort of like holding on to it, but he's watching you closely. You get a sense that he might sleep on it, even though it's covered in fireplace ash.
Can I put it on?
Yep. You put it on, and
How do I look, Vladimir? Yeah. It's really not my color, is it?
just looking at paw.
Yeah.
You feel like you're perfectly comfortable in the shawl. If you were feeling a little bit warm beforehand, you now feel fine. If you were feeling a little bit cold, you feel fine.
Very nice, very nice. Good shawl. Alright, I'll take it off and lay it back on the bed.
Okay.
How many curses do you have? All of them!
Memorized?
Right. Okay. Zephyros and the others, Zephyros and Fereosae, eventually awakened by everyone sort of rousing. You guys spend a night, a quiet night in the hut that is uneventful. What are you guys doing in the morning? Re-prepare your spells. It looks like everyone has healed up. Malbut's wondering, he's kind of antsy.
Do you want Malbut to come with you today, or do you want to leave Malbut here?
He seems uncertain about either choice.
Oh, I think you should come along, Malbut.
All right, if I must, we have to get some pixie dust.
Yes. I think the outside door from the laundry room is the best way to get to that last spot. Because
Malavella.
yeah, it's the other door from the outside balcony.
That's how we got here in the first place.
Yes.
Are we going back to the spooky house?
You gotta get Malbut his stupid dust.
Yes.
It's not my stupid dust, it is the dust that...
He looks defeated.
We had a contract.
We may want to take a look in the big room.
You said the perfect words to make him feel even worse. He just holding his head down, muttering to his holy symbol in prayer. And he raises an eyebrow.
Sorry.
He shrugs. He doesn't care about the priest of the merchant god. Overly. Vladimir watches you guys leave.
Goodbye, Vladimir. Remember, just borrowing. Yes, I know. Good friends, you and I.
Man, he's gotta already chuckle at that.
Good kitty, Vladimir.
It just watches Fereosae.
We'll be friends someday. Me and you and Pixel. Your master and me. Perhaps. We'll see.
Hops up onto the bed. Did you take the shawl?
Nope.
Okay. It meads onto the shawl and sort of circles a little bit and then lies down and is watching all of you. You must be bored. Looks like he's here for a long time. Alone.
It does seem so.
It's like an old cat.
I wonder what he eats. Maybe he goes outside and hunts rats.
Outside is creepy.
Cats are creepy.
How do
Have
you
you
think it
seen
gets
what
down?
they do to birds? It's creepy.
I don't know, there's no ladder or anything.
Did we look under the porch for like a rope ladder or anything?
No, did you look under the porch?
No.
We can throw you out there and see what happens.
Well, let's not be hasty yet. So, to the villa?
Do we know? I've got a question about this place. Do we know which pearl this particular hut is in?
Someplace with a lot of dark knowledge. When I cast yesterday, the information filling the pages was of a peculiar variety. Not the same as station. Something darker. Could I guess, actually? I got some knowledge of the
I don't
world.
think you've even looked outside.
We opened the door.
Oh, we opened the door and there was mist. Okay.
Well, we saw it had
The skeleton fence.
feet, and there's a skeleton fence.
Yeah, do you have knowledge? Great wheel?
I just have localization.
Zephyros has knowledge, Great Wheel.
Okay. Knowledge planes would also do.
I also have knowledge local great wheel.
Okay.
And knowledge planes.
Yeah, give me a roll if you guys want to know where you are.
Did I propose this question? Were you thinking
I
about
think
this?
you proposed the question.
All right. I'm gonna. I do carry around a spell to intentionally make me forget things. So, okay, I'm rolling. I don't know if anybody wants to aid or everybody's doing it
I do.
alone. Looks like Zephyros is doing it on his own. Fereosae is gonna aid the old man. 31.
Okay, that.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I could aid you if I have a different skill.
Yeah, alright.
No
But 15, yeah, there's just too much, like, it looks like a temperate climb. There are too many pearls in the Great Wheel that would fit that description. 31, you definitely need more information to answer this question. But it could very well be one of the hidden pearls. There are other pearls out there that are not connected directly to pearls and that don't have train tracks going between them.
What do you think, Fereosae? It doesn't sound like any of the common pearls known.
Could be.
Well-
if I were going to set up a safe lair, that's what I would do.
While Grand Station does send out its ether rail tracks in all directions to connect to many pearls, along the Great Wheel between where these terminal points are, there is an old pathway that goes around the edge of the wheel, like the circle. And that pathway used to be dominated by Fae and other magical creatures. They used to be the guardians of that pathway. Now, Station came along and basically became the hub, with the train tracks being the spoke. That was the legacy of the dynasty of sovereign kings that built the ether rail. The Petrian sovereignty claims that they are the ones that founded Station and built this place. Of course, you know better, given your studies. You're like, no, all the pearls were linked via magical portals before that. They just weren't in a hub and spoke. They were in a kind of chain that formed a circle.
It may be safer from the collapse that's affected so many of the pearls connected to Station.
Yes, insulated by its isolation.
We should make sure we keep that key. Being able to get out of Station is a good thing.
Yes, great place to lie low.
Yes, you must continue to move to survive, says Texerac again.
That I agree with, Tech.
Brilliant.
Tech, that was almost insightful of you. Was that
It's very insightful.
Thrycreen
You should
philosophy?
respect Tech, Sir Gat.
Yes, Queen.
Yeah.
He listens to your conversation and then.
Well, has everyone prepared their spells and the like?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, are we ready to go?
Where in all of the worlds are you going as you hold the magic key aloft?
Back to
Okay,
the
ready.
dilapidated mansion.
Anybody got a choice? What's their favorite door?
What is the...
I think the laundry room.
Ah,
And outside on the patio.
great choice. Outside on the patio or the lawn? Oh, there's
If we go into the laundry room on the inside, then we can't open the door to go outside because the door outside will just go back to the hut. We'll have to wait for it.
right.
Yeah, we could wait for it.
Alright.
Whatever you like, key master.
I very theatrical thing.
You like that term.
What?
Them calling you master.
Keymaster.
Keymaster? The Gozerian?
Sarcastic, but
She may have said it in sarcastic tones, but it resonated well with your little power trippy fantasy that you're having every time you touch the key.
Luudo's gonna do a very theatrical, wand dance. And
Okay.
he's gonna go and touch the door and go,
Give me a perform check.
oh,
Perform dance.
that's a new
I
one.
hope it's good. I hope he rolls good.
Perform. Can
Come on,
I
you got
use-
dexterity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I?
Perform is a charisma based skill.
Oh, I do have it. Nice.
And perform dance is what I'm looking for.
I just have perform.
You have any ranks in it?
Yeah.
Perform stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
Would be the
Yeah, I think you have to
Gotta
choose.
pick
Yeah, you gotta
something.
choose a specific
Oh,
type.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the types
Have
of
you secretly been practicing
no,
dance?
you don't have any ranks in it.
Okay.
This is just a charisma mod, so you're just at a +4. Okay, that's fine.
Oh my god. Right now?
perform rope bondage.
Oh, he's great!
Critical roll!
Oh, yes!
A memorable performance. You guys will be talking about. Remember the time Luudo danced in a prosperous city? If you were doing this in the side of a street in a prosperous city, you could earn 1d6 dollars per day.
Oh my god.
And in time, gain the attention of noble patrons and gain a national reputation for your wand dance.
Oh my god!
As a bard,
Yeah.
I'm
feel
gonna
like-
slow clap this in
yeah.
awe and
The
mild
power's really going to
frustration.
his head.
Fring! And he sticks the key in. There's a swirl of magic as the door begins to open up to a balcony or to the laundry room. Which you
We
guys
did
decide?
laundry room. Just gonna wait for it to die down.
To a anticlimactic sort of.
Yeah, right.
Fucking laundry room balcony.
We never really searched it.
No, we didn't. We caught it on fire. a
We
little.
did briefly catch it on fire.
That's true, we did. Well, there's another chance, Professor.
Quick draw the wand of burning hands. Oh,
No.
just say the word.
Stop it. Is that the word?
Oh, I suppose. Sheepishly.
The group finds themselves once again in the laundry and supply room in the Malavella Manor, or just the Malavella Manor itself. You can see the servant; it's not there. They pile in. Tech goes in and begins his perimeter search. It does not look like there are any Fae here. Oh, sorry.
Let's give it a good searching.
A deep clean.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Jesus.
All right, give me an appraise or a knowledge alchemy or for craft alchemy because there are like cleaning chemicals here.
Pretty good.
Perception checks if you're just searching.
I'll praise it up.
Malbut and Manny stand at the, that wisdom damage is gone after your night's rest, if you have any.
I'll
15 appraise.
I will help you appraise.
I rolled a 1, so we're up
I
to
rolled a 12 for the alchemy check.
17.
Okay.
Okay. 12, you don't realize that some of the cleaning agents could have other uses. You're just like, it's just like detergent, bleach, and that sort of thing.
We all rolled terrible.
I've got an 8 on appraise.
Yeah.
15, 17,
Yeah.
17 total?
Yes.
Alright, you find about $50 worth of like linens that have somehow survived moths.
Ew. Adding to loot and treasure, guys.
You also find $400 worth of fancy clothes that are highly out of style. Like really antiquated noble clothing.
So
Weirdly cut shirts with odd cuffs and, frills in the wrong place and
Ornate buttons.
How
Not
much?
super interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in
How
about
much
$400 worth of like old noble wear. Your low appraise may have under or over exaggerated the value. Just say poor appraise check
On
next
both
to
of
it.
them?
No, the linens are fine.
We should wear these next time we get over to the Pearl.
Feeling like a fancy lad, are we?
Yeah, I don't know if it's enough to like clothe all of you, but you find like a couple of outfits basically.
Rochambeau.
Some of this might look really good on Sai.
He's a man of class,
Didn't
man.
think he'd look good in those ruffles.
The Fae unfortunately have got to anything that was on the surface of the piles.
Yeah.
Like ripping little tiny shreds into it, untying expensive doilies, shredding things, spilling stuff out of canisters, spoiling it,
God, they've been bored.
fraying ropes. Like
assholes.
yeah, you picked up a few things like, hey, look at, and end up with just sort of like threads in your hands. Plus in general, some of the moths in time.
I'm guessing there's no magic in here.
I don't think any of you give me a D20 roll. If you roll a 1, you find something magical.
12.
Okay, well, so now you don't roll low. So no, there's nothing of magical quality in here.
Well,
Let's go out onto the balcony and into the other room.
Yes,
Okay,
the beautiful balcony.
like descending like a SWAT team into servants' quarters.
Nice.
You find that there are barracks of perhaps old servant quarters. Give me a 1d20 roll for the entire thing.
who's feeling lucky?
I'm feeling lucky.
Hit it.
I used mine on the dads.
18.
Alright.
Nope, you don't find anything of value. It looks like the headmaster servant quarters that like had their own separate room, and then several barracks where there were effectively large cots set up.
And we're detecting magic this whole time?
Yeah, there's no magic in the servants' quarters.
We're also keeping an eye out for some sort of key or device to...
Oh yeah, the golem key.
Yes. Okay.
Might be in the front closet.
Yes, there was a foyer we missed, was there not?
Aside from a few torn up blankets and kind of spoiled pillows, it doesn't look like the tooth fairies spent any time in here.
And if we want to put that ghost to rest, I think we'll need to deal with the dining room.
Yes, I'd like to have a look in that library, see if the fairies destroyed everything as well. Well, shall
We
we?
should be ready to kill.
We might be able to get to the foyer. Well, no.
There's stairs that go down.
Put it. Well, let's. What do you say we check those front entry rooms and then go see if we can get into that dining room?
I think that's what we should do today, yes.
Okay, the stairs lead down into the kitchen area. How nice for the servant quarters to only lead to the workplaces.
Yeah. That's all they need to go to.
Right.
They don't have a bathroom though, do they?
There were chamber pots up there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
There's a bathroom off the kitchen.
And there are windows that overlook the solarium, so they can...
If you're really good, you could probably hit that pool in the middle.
Alright, so there's the smashed furniture that was previously animated, and then the bits of the orphan boy that were partially cooked.
And have poison in them as well.
Yep.
Still there. So the cook hasn't come back. That's good.
Didn't we kill him?
Yes, but we killed lots of skeletons too. And
I think his body was still stooshed in the in one of the potted plants.
that could be.
Yep, the Hadean boggard. Yeah, you saw his corpse as you were walking along, or peeking out.
Just be very quiet when we go out in the hall.
I'll be as quiet as I can.
It's my middle as I trip over one of the thresholds a little.
Okay.
To the entryway.
You don't hear any
And the sitting area.
loud noises.
Do we hear the telltale?
From where?
Fairies.
You don't know what the fairies are up to today.
Nothing good.
Favorite shot.
Tell you that.
In fact, you haven't heard them at all. There's a dead one still in the corridor here.
We don't hear them very subtly and expertly planning a trap for us.
Perception checks. If you guys are all like, wait a second, and
Wait a minute.
We probably would do that. I'm not perceptive. I'm not gonna try and aid anyone because I'm really just rude.
I'll try and aid, but I don't have much.
no, I think everyone rolls their own perception.
Oh, okay. No, I got nothing.
I got a 24.
I got trash. So.
You actually thought you heard whispering, like whispering in a hollow place,
30.
coming from
I actually
Over here.
30.
coming from the sauna. You thought you heard whispering, like a whispered conversation between two creatures.
I think I heard my friends in the sauna I met earlier when we were sneaking about.
Yes, I hear them too.
Yeah,
We-
30. No signs of the Fae. They're quiet or up to something.
They're spoiling apples and pears, perhaps.
Taking single bites out of everything they can find.
Yes. Yes.
I think we'll continue on.
Let's check the sitting areas and solarium, and then try the entryway. I remember someone saying that that amulet that we have
Yep.
was a key to gain entry to this place. Maybe it was to the front gate that we smashed
That
with
we
the,
destroyed, yes.
the golem, but maybe it was to the front of the house. I think whoever has that should go first into the entryway.
That would be me.
Something tells me that this place is still dangerous.
Likely.
And not just because of the hungry one.
Okay.
How far are you guys gonna lag behind me?
Oh, yeah, we'll go pretty much, I think, right with you.
Oh, okay. I'll grab
Yeah.
everything.
We'll go.
Yeah, grab everything, move into the solarium and sitting area.
Okay, the solarium is this particular entryway is open to the sky. Rainwater can collect in the large
Very nice.
pool. There is a sitting area that isn't exposed to the sky on both sides. A beautiful old mosaic carpet with some large wicker seats, and then a leather couch that seems to have weathered the ages quite well.
I'll check in the cushions.
Give me a d12 roll. Looking for a 1.
4.
Okay. You end up finding a few ancient silvers in the cushions.
Nice. I like old coins.
What about the rug in the sitting area? Does that look like there's something under there?
Yeah, you can take a look around there. Give me a d10. Looking for a 1.
2. Damn, that's close.
You do find that scattered throughout the room, but it looks like they got tired of trying to destroy it, is like a silver serving set with a decanter and 2 glasses.
Nice.
Is that worth taking?
It's silver.
Yes.
Okay, so shall we take that?
Probably worth a couple $100s.
Is anybody editing the loot and treasure to add it up there?
I am not currently doing it.
You can see out into the nymph garden through windows here. There are closable hatches or shutters, if you will. The Fae are not outside, or at least not in the guest garden.
So it's a silver decanter and 2?
Two goblets and a silver tray. No magic coming out of the sitting area. You wander past the body. It doesn't look like anything has disturbed the body. Which door are you going to?
I think this one next.
Okay. The door is not locked. You reveal a cloakroom. And one of the things that stands out right away, that just on the inside of the door, there's this large bronze thing with a handle that kind of looks like an arm that's sort of bent, and then it has like a weird multi-headed like a hex
Large bronze golem key.
Yeah. This looks like the winding device for the golem that is in the cloakroom. And then give me a d8 to see if there's anything else in there.
Who's up for... Do it.
1d8.
Roll a 1.
1!
Look at that! Finally we get a 1.
You are officially now our only roller.
Yes.
Congratulations.
None
A
shall.
roll but you.
No pressure.
Okay, one of the cloaks in the room has not been eaten by time, but is radiating magic.
That's a good say.
Give me a d6. Higher is better.
5.
Oh.
That was second highest.
You can keep rolling. I was just about to say, you can never roll again. But
And like that I had it.
You live to roll another day.
Okay.
lesser major cloak, maybe? Or
Give me one more percentile.
Anybody wanna?
That's you.
no. This is going really well.
Yeah, until you screw
Let's-
up, I think.
Aw, 69.
Yeah,
It's a good night.
69, dude.
Greater minor fuck cloak. I don't know what that would do.
It's
I
a
don't wanna
seductory
think about it.
cloak. It seduces those.
I think it's just Elvis Presley's cloak from his later years.
No, it's a
Okay.
weird blue cloak with peacock feathers on it.
Ah, so it is a bang cloak.
Hell yeah. He's peacocking.
I like this cloak.
Okay, so write down peacock cloak on the treasure sheet. It's something for you guys to identify.
Got it.
It is radiating minor transmutation, minor abjuration. and it seems to catch the wind easily. Like as you kind of take it off, it's like it does a furling, like a very.
Could be.
It's flashy though. It is a flashy looking blue. It's got kind of a sheen to it, like a sequin sheen to it.
Nice. Nice. I just want to put it on and find a piano and some candelabras.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it a dancing cloak? The
Oh,
real question.
God. Improve, perform, dance.
Okay, so there's some of you that are admiring the cloak at
It's
this
a
point.
really nice cloak. That cloak is splendid, Luudo.
Oh yes.
Manny picks up. Is this important? He picks up the big arm piece.
Yes,
That's probably for the track laying golem.
we need to go set him up, I think, at the gate.
We're probably going to want him to stay on patrol. We may not be able to keep it. However,
It's like a 15-pound kind of like big winch arm. He just hands it to Zephyros.
Zephyros, do you think that anybody would like to keep this?
Makranam is right there.
Oh, I know someone.
Makranam, do you? Someone who could keep things for us?
Oh, yes, I ever do, yes.
Who could it be?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, I know.
Makranam is very happy with you guys playing a game like that with Makranam. Who stores the big winch arm inside of Makranam?
Let's have someone that can turn it, store it.
You think Manny was holding it? I think that's
I
probably.
handed it to Zephyros. Zephyros is
Okay.
kind of like the party pack animal.
Zephyros would then hand it to Makranam.
Okay. Mark down on Makranam that you've got the winching mechanism, the brass or the clockwork golem's winch.
Are you adding that, Zephyros?
Could you do it? It's taking a bit of time to load on my side.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not sure what's going on with my internet.
Makranam happily devours and stores the winch for Zephyros. You find yourselves in the entryway, and yes, Zephyros's amulet is glowing slightly. At the same time, the front doors are glowing.
Was this a giant?
Between the eggheads that are in your party, you quickly ascertain that there is an arcane lock on the front door. And that the Malavella amulet that Zephyros is wearing allows you to bypass said arcane lock.
Whoops.
Nice.
It also has a regular lock on it and a bar that you can place across it. And at this point in time, I don't think you guys have ever opened the door.
No.
So the bar is still there, and it looks like the door is locked.
Suppose we could leave it locked. I'll say as I wander over to this closet and open it up.
No harm in leaving it locked, yes.
A simple garderobe and simple storage on either side. All the things in there have rotted away or have just fallen into disrepair.
Do a cursory detect magic and find nothing.
Nothing.
Well, shall we head upstairs?
It's time. Time to check the library and the dining room.
Oh, you
I think probably from above
Yes.
with ranged weapons.
I think we're not supposed to step on the floor in that library. Something about the statues trying to possibly push us into the hole.
The statues, I think, yes, will want to push us into the hole. That seemed to be what they were saying. But they fly, so they don't have a problem with it.
Can we all fly?
I believe only Fereosae has the gift of flight. Her and Pixel, of course.
I have fly prepared today, but only one spell of it.
We may need to disable the statues or knock them downstairs themselves.
Let's head up and open the doors, see what we're working with in there.
Yes, that sounds good.
All right, so the group of you goes all the way back up the stairs, or you can probably just go up the spiral stairs in the center, the grand stair. No one has disturbed the choking vine. The dead tooth fairy body has been moved slightly. You notice that a lot of its teeth, if not all of them, have been removed.
That
And
makes
its head
sense.
is kind of open like a bear trap. And the red caps look like they've been disturbed slightly, probably for their teeth. Feel free to put your miniatures where you want as you guys wander up the stairs.
Alright, I'm gonna hang off to the side a little bit.
These doors are closed as you left.
Actually, I'm gonna hang out to this
I
side.
think you locked them somehow. How did you lock them? Was it
We had tied
sealing
them up.
glue or you had
tied
used some of
the
your
handles,
Yeah,
yeah,
with the rope.
stuck up.
Tied them up with the rope.
My soap tooth.
The rope by this point in time is, if you left your rope here, it is basically pulled apart and,
Yeah,
and,
beat the hell.
it's twine right now, basically big
That
big
makes sense.
fluffs of twine.
Yeah.
The door is still closed though.
Freaking fairies. It's my good rope.
I'll cast Mage Armor on myself
Okay. Pixels buzzing around you.
and heightened awareness.
What are the ones that last for a while?
Zephyros casts Mage Armor as well.
I don't think I have it.
Mage armor 10s?
As well as Shield. Mage Armor? What are you asking?
Yeah, how long's that one last?
Hours per level?
Mage Armor is hours.
You cheeky lads.
Okay, Texirac understands that you guys are going through this door, so he takes position over on the other side of it.
We're casting hours and minutes, right?
Whatever you like. I'm just casting hours myself. Or
Maybe-
10
maybe
minute
you're-
kind of things.
Yeah, maybe I should hold off on Shield as well.
Things I have a decent amount of.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do anything. Maybe the Unseen Servant. I'll throw him out right now.
Are we casting spells now?
We're casting the things that'll last for a while. Not necessarily going to be a fight right away.
I think there will be a fight.
There may be. It might take a few moments. Where is...
Okay, well, Manny is going to wait for his spells then.
Marty, where's that Unseen Servant taken? Where do you hide him?
I probably chuck him off in the darkness.
He's unseen.
He's truly unseen.
Amazing.
You're gonna grab a jacket.
There you go.
Jacket? What about a jacket?
Okay, so you conjure your unseen servant.
Hello, friend. Do a little refresher.
Quiet. Very quiet.
Oh, shall we open this thing?
Or fairy quiet.
I'm gonna ready my katana.
Okay. You draw your blade. Malbut like switches spots with you. He walks behind you. He's like, oh, we'll be back here.
Okay.
You want me to open the door or what?
Pixel will turn off her light and stealth.
Okay.
I'll send the Unseen Servant up to open the door.
Okay, the unseen servant he has just enough strength to kind of turn the door hinge or knob and pull, actually probably push into the room.
Mhm.
Both doors swing open. Fortunately, when the doors swing open, they kind of block what might be around the other sides of the door. You sort of look up and you can see what looks like a statue of a robed woman, kind of interposed amongst like an old Olympian style column. So there are two things that are up against the wall.
Oh, yes.
They are unmoving. You can see that the floor has been chewed up, like someone has taken an axe to the floor and is sort of exposing the room down below. And then there's a ragged-looking library where the Fae look like they have turned the books into confetti. Time may have done the rest. You're hoping that there might be a book, like a book, that has survived or something. But there's just a mess of pages. There are bloody stains that lead up to the edge of the hole that has been cut into the room or into the floor. Like many times, something has been just simply dragged or kicked over the edge. You are not in a position to see very much down into the chamber below.
I'll send the unseen servant in and try. I'll have him touch one of these columns. The only thing that's not destroyed in here is these columns, right?
Okay. The column is now swinging what looks like a longsword. Like it was holding onto a sword, kind of on the side of its own statue, and then the sword made out of stone lifts up and is swinging at the creature that touched it. Does your unseen servant have an AC?
It can't take damage except from like splash.
Okay, it swings the sword into the air. It doesn't connect with anything, and then just sort of slowly the sword arm and the sword sort of retract into its column-like body.
Well, that's interesting. I'll send it over.
It had some strength behind its the swooping of the sword.
I'll send it over and touch the other one, see if that one does it as well.
Oh yeah, this one gets aggravated in the same way. It swings. It would have carved into your unseen servant.
Send it back and touch the first one again.
Yeah, there's something really mechanical and sort of almost predictable about the swings at this point.
I'll stand by the same one and have it touch it after every swing.
Okay.
Does it keep doing it?
Yes.
Well, hold on a moment.
So the professor's here, like having a look inside the room. Give me a perception check, Professor.
I think I'm like +2 or
A
something.
keen investigative mind there.
5.
5 on the perception check?
I don't.
Okay, so I'm just going to refog the dining room down below. You were so excited at the golems that you did not notice something that was in a seated position leave its seated position below, sitting at a big table, and it's now out of sight.
I will use the the spell recall for 1 Arcana point. I'll cast a second unseen servant, and I will position it in front of the other statue, and have it keep touching it.
All right, so you've got 2 unseen servants that keep on tapping the statues, causing them to mindlessly swing their swords.
Well,
And effectively you're aggravating the golems.
who's brave enough to step in?
I'm gonna fly over to the other side.
Okay. There is a grisly and grand table down below that looks like it has many scratch marks on it, old blood stains, and many of the seats look like they've been sort of like toppled back. You did see that there's this grand seat. Give me a perception check as you were flying over. The grand seat at the head of the table is kind of like below where Fereosae is right now.
Let me make sure I get the heightened awareness added in.
Yep.
+2 confidence bonus. Okay, it's 14. $26.
Okay. You thought you saw the shadow of something moving down there.
Ooh.
Something man-sized. It made not a sound.
Something's down there, but very quiet. I cast Obscuring Mist.
Okay, so you moved and that was your spot check. What is everyone else doing? Professor is.
You say professor?
Yeah, the professor's conjured
right.
his things.
I was like,
what is Luudo and what are Luudo and Manny doing? And Zephyros.
Yeah, Manny can't really see the doors opened in, right?
Yep.
So he doesn't really know what's going on at his position right here. Right?
Yeah. Here, let me draw the
doors.
The doors as they're open.
Okay. So Manny's gonna hold tight. Luudo is also going to. Well.
Apparently, I can also see a very large, like, woodman's axe just sort of, like, in the corner, probably the implement that somebody used and tried very hard to create this hole.
Yeah.
Ludo's gonna look around for a soap bar that he threw down the hall to distract the.
Okay, so you go back down the hallway looking for your soap. You find it. It's got a bunch of tooth marks in it, like really odd tooth marks.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna pick it up and head back to the.
Okay, Zephyros, what are you doing while Ludo's gone to pick up soap?
Zephyros is going to cast Fly on himself.
Okay.
And Shield as well.
Okay, so Fly first goes off. Anyone else this particular round? So Luudo, you got to go for one round and go get it. You could scramble down the hall, and then you pick it up, and you're going to start to come back.
Yeah.
Next round, Fereosae is casting Obscuring Mist.
There.
Okay, your shield goes off, Zephyros. Ludo's picked up his thing and is basically on his way back.
Yep.
Manny is kind of hugging the corner. Tech is hugging the corner. That feels like round 2. Round 3, I need initiative.
Have I done anything, or am I just...
What are you doing on round 2?
Can I get the Everbark wand out of Mocrinum?
Yes, you could 5-foot step and conjure it out of Mocrinum.
And does,
Okay.
does my belly pouch, is it healed up enough that I can use it safely?
You don't know. You're not a doctor.
How's it looking, though?
Still kind of itchy.
Yeah, well, I'll keep creaming it up for the time being.
Thanks, Luke. It's awesome. It's like the professor is just not afraid of icky.
I'm holding good dice. All that went out the window a while ago.
Right. I'm opening up the initiative sheet. And I'm taking off. Oh, actually, I'm going to leave Ibis head statues on there. And I'm going to leave He Who Waits to Eat. I'm going to leave the Tooth Fairies. I'm going to erase the Slithering Surprise. And I'm going to call something else the Horn.
Are we doing initial?
Seneschal. Yeah, we're rolling initiative at this point. Because something is crawling out of the hole in the mist.
What? Don't say that.
Alright, I've got some d20s in front of me. I'll roll some initiatives.
Oh, guys, I really want to find a medium-sized creature with a skeleton.
So bad.
I just saw they can wear armor and wield weapons too. It's gonna be sweet.
Professor, what'd you roll for initiative?
Well, it was bad. 7.
7. Tech, you're rolling for tech.
Oh yeah, I can roll for tech. 7.
Okay. Ibis-headed statues. 8. Alright, looks like all the initiatives are in here. I will sort. Mocrinum Gobbler had just finished barfing up the wand for you, so he actually gets to go. Is he just staying on your shoulder, or are you actually dropping him down? Okay.
I don't think he can go anywhere. We're afraid to put anything down on the floor there.
Alright, so he's delaying. Oh, fuck. It's not a whole pile of them. It might just be one. As Tooth Fairy number 14 is down there.
Oh no.
And
Tooth Fairy number
you can hear it
14.
flittering. I'm going to put it on the map, but it's actually down in the chamber below. It was hiding. And you heard its wings kind of flutter.
We haven't. None of us have seen into the chamber and revealed it yet.
You're kind of looking. No, it's dark down there. Only Fereosae is the one that flew over and saw like where probably that creature that you were warned about eats children or whatever that's thrown down there.
That's obscuring mist that you've cast, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep. So you can no longer see Fereosae and Pixel. They're somewhere in the obscuring mist. It's not the spooky mist and it's not fog cloud. It's
normal
just
obscuring mist.
Okay.
Yep.
Luudo, what are you doing? You could hear, you heard the flitter of a fae. I'm also going to ask Mockernam and Luudo to make a perception check, as you may also notice something else.
Okay.
Is it 24?
I'm just waiting for Mockernam's sheet to open up. Okay, perception +6. 21.
Nice.
Okay. And then
Those ain't bad, boys.
creature. It's a +13 with stealth. Let's see. 16. Oh. You can hear. This is as you guys are like listening and looking around. Mockernam kind of mutters,
Oh, there's something down there. It sounds like it's scraping wood.
and then Luudo. Where's Luudo?
Back here.
Ludo's
Left.
way the hell back there. Okay. So, yeah, you got your soap in your hand and a katana in the other. What are you doing?
I'm gonna fall into rank right behind Manny.
Okay. And who got the 24 perception?
Me.
I forgot to roll perception. I'll go ahead and roll one. Oh, Jesus. 33.
Okay, so, yeah, you can hear it too. There's something like clawing and scraping into wood. It's trying to be quiet, but you can hear the creaking of old wood planks. And then I'll describe on your turn the result for you for your perception check. So you know that there's something kind of down there. You get the sense that it's bending wood or clawing at it, like slowly moving.
We got a sneaker.
He who waits to eat is crawling on the ceiling below and is slipping up into the mist. He grabbed his token, because it's a creepy thing.
Ooh, we finally get to see the big Halloween reveal.
Yes.
Fereosae, the first thing you notice is this claw coming up around the broken wood, and the hand looks around. As buried in the palm of the hand is this bloodshot eye of evil. It doesn't quite see you from that particular position, and another hand comes up as this one kind of like grabs and scratches along the top of the plank and looks around in the other direction with another hand that has an eye in the palm of its hand. And then it kind of closes both claws down and is crawling forward. And it doesn't know Fereosae is there until it stands up, goes like this, and has a look around, and then it sort of spots Fereosae. It opens up its mouth like you're just going to stand there and it's just going to eat you. And there's something wrong with its flesh. It's really gray, and when it breathes out, it is like the bunghole of halitosis and rotten flesh. Like it is gaggingly putrid.
Oh, okay.
It spent the round climbing and sneaking,
Yes.
but it now knows where you are and can see you.
Yep.
What is Pixel's? Pixel stealth is 45 plus the cloud, so it can't see Pixel.
No.
I'm gonna double check to make sure that it doesn't have any sort of weird sensory. Nope. No, it seems